Hey guys, how's it going? I'm doing great. The sun is out. It's amazing. It's freaking lovely. It's been so crazy here. Like, I know I say that almost every video, but literally every like 3 days we get the sun here for like the past few months. It's absolutely insane. So today I decided to go ahead and use the Modern Renaissance palette because we all have it, but nobody posts looks that much anymore because it's not like fresh and new. So I decided to go ahead and do this with it, and it's just kind of like a Valentine's-y look. It's really soft, so if you're looking for like a softer look to do, then go ahead and keep on watching. Hey guys! So today I am going to go ahead and do like a little throwback and use the Modern Renaissance palette because this palette has like the best shades for like Valentine's and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited. I don't touch this palette that much, but there is like fallout in here from the last time that I used it, which is kind of funny, or kick up, whatever. So I have already done my brows. They're kind of like out of order today. They're being crazy. So I've already done my brows. I carved them out a little bit, and then I used the ColourPop concealer, and you don't really have to like set that one. It just kind of does what it does. It's pretty cool. But what I am gonna do is go ahead and put a little bit of powder under my eyes. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I know that I want to do something kind of like light, like a little bit like flirty and not too like super glam. So if you're looking for that, this is it. So hopefully I don't make this glam because that's not what I want. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this fluffy Alamar brush. And the first thing I'm gonna do is actually go into Tempera, which is just the shade here on the palette. And I'm just gonna take that to kind of highlight the brow here first. And the reason that I'm doing this first instead of last is that I just want it to be soft, but I still want it to be highlighted. And then I'm also going to take this Luxie mini flat angled brush, which you can just use any small brush for this really. And I'm going back into the same shade, and I'm just going to put it in the inner corner here. And this is just going to bring us that brightness without it being too much. And then I'm just wiping off the Alamar brush a little bit, and then I'm going to go into Bone Fresco, which is that kind of like mauve-y pink. And I'm just going to take this in the upper area here. And I'm just blending lightly. I do that thing where I don't zoom you guys in too much, but I just feel like you have to be zoomed in to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit more. I just don't want it to start like auto-focusing and doing weird stuff. Comment down below if you'd rather it be like here or if you'd rather it be like closer like I usually do. Please tell me. Okay, so I think that's going to be a happy medium. So I'm still going into Bone Fresco, and I'm just really building this color up. So now that we have that color placed down, I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild brush. It's kind of like a tapered blending brush. It's more like thin here, but it's still like kind of fluffy at the top. And I'm just going to take that into Venetian Red really quick. And I'm just taking that lightly. And I'm just going to go where we put Bone Fresco. And I'm really going light here. And I'm pretty much just adding this everywhere that we put Bone Fresco. But just really, really light. And then I'm just going back in with the Alamar brush, and I'm going to go back into Bone Fresco. And we're just kind of making sure that everything is blended and built up. Even though we're doing a light look, it doesn't mean that we don't get to use like layers of shadows. It just means that we're using like lighter colors and making the eyeshadow light. You don't have to use less shadow just because you want like a light look. And here, I'm not going like too harshly with the line. I just put that there just to make sure that we're not getting any fallout. So I'm just going in with another Wet n Wild brush. This is just one that you can buy. There was a lot of shadow in that, whoops. This is just the one that you can buy at Walgreens. I think they have them other places, I just don't know. It's like 99 cents there, so it's awesome. It's just like a shader brush. And I'm going to take that into Love Letter, which is that pink in the palette. And then I'm just going to put this on the lid area. And this shade is a little bit more dry than all the other shades, so you really just want to be careful here. But I'm really just putting this all over the lid area and kind of blending into my crease. This brush is really good for like packing and blending. It's awesome. And like I said, it's only 99 cents. And I'm just packing it flat and then turning it sideways when I'm going into the crease to blend. And then after blending, I'm just taking a little bit more on the center of the lid to really build up the color. And then I'm just going to take that brush that I was using for Bone Fresco and blend a little bit more here, just in the crease area. And I'm not putting any more on my brush. I'm just going to kind of make sure everything is nice and blended and even. And then I'm just going back in with the Wet n Wild brush that I was using, and I'm going into Venetian Red, not bread. And then I'm just going to build that a little on the edge here. And then I'm just going back in with that Alamar brush, and I'm just going to take Warm Taupe in the palette and go underneath my eye here. And I'm just connecting it with the side. And this can go from inner to outer. I love this brush because it's just so delicate. And then I'm just taking the like thinnest brush that I own, which is the Luxie 221 flat definer brush. And I'm just taking that into Love Letter. And then I'm just gonna put this right under here to add a little bit of pink under the eye. And then I'm just taking the Alamar brush again to blend that out. Just focusing on the outer area. And then that's pretty much it. We're almost done here. I just want to add something pretty on the lid area, and I'm just gonna go in with Vermeer in the palette on this flat Isabella Scott brush. And I'm gonna focus that in the middle. This shade is so pretty, your brush doesn't even have to be wet. And then I'm just gonna blend a little bit on the edges here. Just taking that Wet n Wild brush that I was using for the Venetian red shade, and I'm just gonna blend on the edges around Vermeer. And then I'm just taking a pencil brush really quick and spraying some chill spray on it to put in the inner corner here because I just want it to be a little bit brighter. And then I'm just taking Buon Fresco one more time and put it kind of, I'm just blending it out a little bit like underneath the brow bone. This is optional. I mean, everything's optional. And then I'm just gonna wipe off that pencil brush and use it one more time in Vermeer with a bit of setting spray. And then I'm just gonna put that in the center. Just right next to the lashes, and it just kind of makes it just a little bit brighter, but not too bright. Because we're soft. Subtle. Yeah, this is one of those looks that really looks amazing in person. It doesn't necessarily look that good like on camera, just because cameras that it takes off like a lot of the the camera takes a lot of the intenseness away. And then I'm just gonna take this Dose of Colors eyeliner in New Flame. And then I'm just gonna line the lower lash line with this, but I'm gonna put black on the upper lash line just to make the lashes thicker. And then I'm just gonna go into the palette one more time and take that Luxie 221 brush, and I'm just going into Cypress Umber, which is the brown in the palette. And I'm just gonna put that on the very edge next to the lash line. And then it's definitely time to wipe away the fallout. And then I'm going to use that new highlighter that I got from Pretty Vulgar in my BoxyCharm the other day. Yesterday. It was yesterday. I will link the video right here, or whichever side that it comes on. It might be this side. What brush do I want to use? So I'm just going to go in with this Morphe M510. And I'm just going to take this highlighter and put a little bit here. I really like this one because it kind of has like a pinky tone to it. And this formula is like a bit drier, but it's still a really pretty highlight. Definitely doesn't beat Ofra for the price either. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of Starburst from the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the sugar one. And I'm just going to put that right on that top here. And just a little bit on the Cupid's bow. And then for blush today, I'm just going to take a bit of Wet n Wild Color Icon in Mellow Wine. This shade is really, really pretty. And I'm just going to take it on this BH Cosmetics V2 brush. And I put my blush really high and out, but you can put it wherever you want. And I'm just blending that into the highlight. And then I still want to keep this soft, but I'm going to add a little bit of this guy here. And I'm just going to take that on this BH Cosmetics brush. This is from the Marble Collection. This is marked as number 3. And I'm going to go into Founder in this palette. This is that Pure Sculptor palette. And I'm just going to take a little bit here. And just to kind of blend everything together, I'm just going in with my Wet n Wild Pressed Powder Compact in Warm Light here. And I'm just taking that on this Aesthetica brush. This is the P12. And I'm just going to kind of layer that on top of everything. Because we're still wanting it to look like skin. This is a soft look. Skin-like. Skin-like. So now that all of the face is pretty much done, I'm going to go ahead and spray primer water. I love primer water so much. And then I'm just going to go in with Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. You can use whatever your favorite mascara is.
So there's friggin' Sirens, great.
So at this point, you can do whatever lip look that you want. I actually feel like using this new Maybelline lipstick that I got. It's in the Color Sensational Ruby for me. I absolutely love Color Sensational lipsticks. They're freaking amazing. Oh my god. Okay, so my camera cut out on me, but I just started putting Hot Ticket as liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on this lipstick. I've used it once. I got it in the mail a while back. I was so excited to receive this just because it's look at that. Their formula is ridiculous. And it smells really good. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you the look up close so that you could see it. This lip could definitely be substituted for just a gloss. I would use my Buxom gloss with that same liner and it would look really pretty. I just love how this turned out though. It's just so soft and I'm really loving that highlighter from Pretty Vulgar as well. So yeah, so I just like showing you guys up close like this because it just makes it so much easier for you guys to see what's going on. My dog is making noise down here, so yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Okay guys, so the last thing to do is just to spray some setting spray. I just did some all-nighter. So yeah, so this is what I ended up coming up with. If you stayed this long, thanks so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up. I hope that everybody has a good Valentine's Day, and if you don't have a Valentine, that's completely fine. Just go out with friends, or don't go do anything. It's just like a holiday, you know, so I don't have a Valentine. That's why I'm sitting here with you guys. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! So now that we have that color, Blah.